What it is, y'all, it is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back at you today with the obligatory Record Buster video. Now, the main things you need to know here, Riveria is a water type, so she's going to be weak to thunder, but she's also weak to dark. So, basically, she's lined up perfectly for all of our new units, okay? Now, there's a couple things you need to know. I'm going to go ahead and jump in here to level 6 and kind of see what kind of damage we're going to do. I'm going to be real, Priestess is not a good fit on this team. But I'm going to use her for one thing and one thing only, and that's basically that third Haruhime skill, and then she's going to move out. Plus, obviously, we're going to be flexing Sword Maiden on here. Sword Maiden is Strength, Magic, and Dark Resist, minus 10%. All those debuffs, remember, stay in place. The buffs, on the other hand, those all get removed. Well, assist skills don't, but unfortunately, I don't have any Thunder units that are really reliable for this, so we're going to be using... Well, I got a couple, but I really think my dark team's a little better here. I've got to go make a better Thunder team, and that just is going to rely on me going back in and doing a few more summons before the event is over with. But we're going to try it with the dark team first and see where we get, okay? Most of you should be familiar with all these units by now. If you're not, I cover them in just about every other video, so let's just jump in without further ado. One thing that is worth noticing, with Sword Maiden, she debuffs Dark. Dark is down 10%, Thunder is damage is up 10%. That would be 15 at MLB. Now, Zombie Bell, come on Zombie Bell. Come on Zombie Bell. Come on Zombie Bell. There we go. Zombie Bell is Dark Resist, minus 10%, critical rate plus 10%, so he doesn't really have a good fit on here. I thought he was Dark Resist, or I thought he was Dark plus 10%, but apparently that's not the case. I gotta find a better uniform, but that critical rate is going to be helpful. Now, worth noting, this is also a Thunder Resist, minus 15%, but because old girl here is a Thunder damage plus 10%, would be 15%, she's a perfect fit. So Riveria is a great fit on this team if I had better Thunder units. So Zombie Bell, not the fit that I thought he was, but he is a good assist for her. Riveria, a great fit. Once again, I don't have another assist that I can think of off the top of my head that would work here, but if you have a unit that increases dark damage, that's what you really want here. So, but let's jump in here and see what we do. Now, right off the bat, like I said, the first thing I'm going to do, normally what I do is I would do either an SA gauge increase with her or a debuff. Haruhime is going to have a better debuff. The SA gauge increase will be gone on turn 4, so it's really not that worthwhile. So I'm going to go ahead and do the buff debuff because that's just going to replicate and make my life super easy. Now we're going to jump in here and do a ton of debuffing because remember that debuffing doesn't go away. The buffing, however, does. So on turns 5 and turns 9, we need to basically redo all that buffing. This big debuff, the 50% guard rate debuff on Osvi, is going to be huge. And I mean huge. So we're really looking forward to seeing what that does here. Okay? But thus far, nothing really new or different. It's just kind of the same record bust you've seen all along. But we're going to be flexing the new Ryu and seeing how she does. Now, mine is not MLB'd. I wish she was. And she's not fully hero ascended because of that. Though, honestly, not for lack of trying. Okay? So here we go. And we're just going to go and do our major attacks. I am, of course, going to use Mikasa to remove the magic buff on Ryu. If you're not familiar, Mikasa does remove magic buffs. My friends over in the EU, you guys really aren't going to have that option. You're going to have to find a unit that does the skill. But you see here it says, removes all magic buffs except assist skills. You need to use that on turns 4, turns 8, and turns 12. You need a unit that does that. Mikasa's that unit for me. Now, some of you are probably saying, oh, use Haruhime's, use her SA now? Nah. We want to use that on turn 9. Because turn 9 is the last time that the end of turn 8 is the last time we're going to get debuffed. Like, we're about to get debuffed on turn 5. So we really don't want to fart around with that. Okay. Now, once again, all of our buffs and debuffs, or all of our debuffs here are in place. You could see some of the buffs on my units, and at the end of this turn, they are gone. In fact, they're gone right. Well, no, she's still got her strength up. But yeah, you could say all of these buffs are gone here at the end of this turn. So let's go ahead and do our attacks. Okay. Mikasa goes in, removes the magic buff. You can see the magic buff if you're watching the icons. There's the little M with the blue up arrow. That is gone. Her magic buff is gone, so this shouldn't hurt very badly. Alright? Was kind of no big deal. Alright. So now what we've got to do is, on this turn, the beginning of the turn, in fact, her SA did it, all the buffs are gone. So I've got to restore all of our buffs, basically from scratch. Okay? So we're going to do that. And we're going to do, all those are debuffs. So with him, I'm just going to basically spam his attacks. Now, I could do his SA now, but I'm going to wait till we have a triple and then do that. So let's go ahead and, yeah, let's get this going. So basically the name of the game here is replicating as buffs as much, I mean, basically restoring buffs all over again. Okay? Now you'll see her debuffs are going to go through the roof. They're kind of 4 and 5 turn right now, and we're going to spam this as much as we can and keep that in play. All right, we're doing our buff stack and continuing just to do smash there. And once again, the goal is on turn 9 to try to do a quadruple SA, but I don't think we're going to have a quadruple. We might have a triple, but let's see what happens here. Okay, so buff stack growing. Once again, notice all the debuffs that we put down are still in place. And it's worth noticing that now my physical is down 45% because of all my debuffing. Thunder was 150, it's down 15%. Dark was 100, it's down 140%. So we're doing a lot of damage with Dark now with it that low. Okay? Turn 7 is just attacking, nothing special. And once again, turn 8, I got to make sure I'm doing non-stop, which I am anyway, because we have to remove those magic buffs. Okay? So, Lego. Now, the only thing that kind of sucks here is I really should have... I just realized now that I need Haruhime in front of Mikasa to really have my optimum effect. So that's something I'm going to have to go back and readdress. It didn't matter in previous Record Busters, but in this one it does make a big difference. Placement of your units does make a little bit of a difference, because when you're doing a quad SA, whoever in the front is going to do their SA first. That means Mikasa's not going to benefit when she does her SA from the 100% if I do a quad SA, which is kind of my goal. Okay? So we're debuffed all over again. We got to rebuild that buff stack. Nothing major, but, you know, just worth noting. Now, Ryu is really low. And I mean really low on, on MP. So I'm basically going to have to pick between these two. Let's see. Magic agility, magic resist plus 50%. I'm going to do that because her magic is about to get bolstered 100%. It sucks. I probably should have done just some regular attacks back there because I kept forgetting she's not MLB'd. So this is where we start having to make tough decisions. This is not preferable. That means that is going to slow her down a little bit, and I should have been paying attention to that. I was treating her like she was MLB'd, and she is not. So now we're just doing regular attacks with her. Why is Haruhime asleep? Why in the hell is Haruhime asleep? She should have the anklet on her. Okay, well, clearly something happened. Haruhime no longer has the anklet on her. That right there is a perfect example of why you need these anklets. Girl. Did we at least get counter and penetration off? We did. And we need the replication next turn, so I really hope she wakes up. Okay. Yep. There she goes. Alright. So, turn 12, we can do a quad SA. I'm actually I'm going to go ahead and do this now, and we'll do a triple SA. I think it's the best way to go about that. Yeah. Because otherwise, if I do it on turn 12, we're going to be in a world of hurt. Okay? Plus, having this earlier is going to be nice to help keep us, well, surviving. There's a full heal. There goes now Ryu does the magic removal. I tried it earlier and Ryu wouldn't do her magic removal. So remember, Ryu does remove magic on counters, but I never found it like a reliable source of counter removals. It just was kind of there. So yeah. All right. So we got 2 turns on that. 2 turns everything there. And Goblin Slayer's got 2 turns and all that. So I'm going to go ahead and do the counter right one more time. Yeah. And then we'll do buff replication after that. Okay. So this next turn, we're going to do a triple SA. Okay. I've got to reduce her magic stat, because she should buff her magic, I think. Unless she doesn't. Yeah, there it goes. Now it's gone. Didn't last long, that. Okay. Now, Ryu's the only one I'm worried about here. I really hope Ryu survives this. If I had had Ryu's magic ability there, she would have completely survived that. So that's honestly just a failure in the stack that I built. So, unfortunately, that is life. That is sometimes how this goes. I will not have the numbers that I want to see. So be very, very careful. If your units aren't MLB'd, you want to be extremely cautious about your how you're using your magic. I should have taken 1 turn instead of doing her big SA or her big attack. I should have spent 1 turn just doing a normal attack. That would have negated that. But you know, it is what it is at the end of the day. Nothing I can really do about it. Nice that these 2 get a combo, though. Nice that these 2 get a combo. My goal is to actually MLB Ryu and go back and test her in the same outfit and see how she does. Okay? And we can actually do another double SA. Oh, no, we can't? Can we not? Oh, we only get 1 SA. Yeah, we won't be able to build another SA, so we'll go do that. I did my maths wrong. Math fail. And even if Ryu was alive, I don't think we would have had 1/5 turn, so it's a thing. Now, possible if I had done the SA gauge increase at the beginning, possibly we might have had one. It is worth testing. I don't think it's worth replacing Haruhime for, though. I think Haruhime is just undeniably the unit we need 100% here. Alright. So let's see what kind of number we get. Unfortunately, we're not going to get our full survival bonus because I did kind of fail Ryu and let her get killed. But 118 isn't the worst. So I know what I need to do with my stack a little bit more and kind of improve it. Obviously, it could be better, and I've got things to fix on the team, but it gives you a good idea of where you need to start going, and I'll come back and revisit it towards the end of Record Buster once I obviously have Ryu MLB'd, and you know, I've fixed some of the problems with the team that I can already have. So let me know what y'all thought of this in the comments section down below. That is going to be the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow my Birdman. Hit me up a Booker. I'll be back at you guys with more Damachi. Actually, this afternoon, I got another video lined up for y'all. Notification bells is a big thing. Use it.